Rains have been hammering the northeast of India, and Assam in particular is underwater as the crisis is deepening. Relentless rain and swelling rivers have left large parts of Assam submerged. Floods and landslides have killed at least 8 people, while the overall toll across the northeast of India has risen to 30, with Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh also affected. In Assam, entire homes have been washed away. Hillsides have collapsed, and the Brahmaputra river and its tributaries are swelling dangerously. The Assam State Disaster Management Authority has confirmed that 17 districts are grappling with floodwaters. More than 78,000 people are affected, with over 1,200 now in relief camps. Another 11 relief centers are distributing aid across the state. Kamrup Metro has emerged as the worst hit district, where landslides alone have claimed 5 lives. In Guwahati, waterlogging has left localities marooned. No electricity, no drinking water, and no way out. Entire neighborhoods remain submerged. Floods have claimed lives in Golaghat and Lakhimpur. In Lakhimpur, more than 40,000 people are affected, the worst hit in terms of numbers. The Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sharma, posted online and said, and I quote here, "The Home Minister called me a short while ago to inquire about the floods in Assam and has offered all possible assistance to deal with the ongoing situation. I have briefed him on the measures being taken, and we are grateful for his concern and support." Red alerts are in place for Dhubri, Kokrajhar and Bongaigaon. These are areas expected to see extremely heavy rainfall and dangerous wind conditions. 8 more districts, including Barpeta, Golpara and Kachar, are on orange alert, which implies the risk of further rainfall, thunderstorms and possible flooding. The urban flooding is also no less devastating. 5 districts, including Kamrup Metro, have seen towns go under. Nearly 21,000 people have been affected in the urban zones of Assam alone. All major rivers are rising. The Brahmaputra is near danger level in Dibrugarh. The Kopili, Jiabharali, Ranganadi and Beki are also swelling with rainwater from upstream in Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya. Rescue and relief efforts are ongoing. Teams from the NDRF, SDRF, police and fire services are working across affected regions. Embankments have been breached in multiple locations. Roads, bridges and homes lie damaged. This is not just another monsoon. The state government has called it an abnormal situation driven by a massive and persistent cloud hanging over the northeast of India. That's Assam's Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma's post on social media platform. Educational institutions remain closed. Government employees in severely affected areas have been granted special leave. With infrastructure under stress, the weather unrelenting and thousands displaced, the floods in Assam are a growing humanitarian emergency. Meanwhile, in Mizoram, the rains have not stopped and neither has the devastation. At least 5 people have been killed in separate rain-triggered incidents across Champai, Serchhip and Aswal. In Champai, a flash flood in Bafai village swept away a home, killing 3 members of the same family. In Serchhip, a house collapsed, claiming 1 life. A 37-year-old man died in Aswal when a retaining wall gave way. The State Disaster Management Authority has confirmed that nearly 50 homes have been damaged, 33 roads have been blocked, and at least 17 families have been evacuated already. The district of Lanklai alone has logged 113 landslides so far. The Chief Minister's Office is monitoring from the State Emergency Operations Center. The Disaster Management Minister visited the control room and announced a 4 lakh rupees ex gratia to the next of kin of the deceased. Visuals from Lungle, Kolasib and Mamit show toppled trees, buckled roads and entire hillsides slipping down onto highways. The Governor, Lieutenant General V.K. Singh, has appealed to residents to remain indoors in vulnerable areas and to cooperate with the authorities. In Arunachal Pradesh, 9 people have been killed and highways have been washed out. Arunachal is mourning the loss of 9 lives in just 48 hours as the state battles deadly landslides and floods. The worst tragedy unfolded in East Kameng district, where a vehicle ferrying 2 families was buried under a landslide on National Highway 13. The vehicle was later found in a deep gorge. Among the 7 dead were 3 children and a pregnant woman. In Lower Subansiri's Zero Valley, 2 workers from Assam were killed in the cabbage garden area when a landslide collapsed over a temporary eatery. The town of Daporijo in Upper Subansiri is battling flash floods after the Sikkim River overflowed its banks. More than 117 homes have been inundated or damaged. Local authorities have issued prohibitory orders in vulnerable zones and advised commuters to avoid travel on hill roads. Search and rescue operations are underway with the help from SDRF, ITBP and local volunteers. Road links to Sepa and Itanagar, the capital of Arunachal Pradesh, have also been affected. The Indian Met Department's warning remains in effect, with heavy rainfall forecast to continue across central and western Arunachal Pradesh. In Manipur, Imphal is submerged even as the army steps in for rescue and relief efforts, and the capital city is reeling from city-wide flooding. Relentless rains of waterlogged key roads, overwhelmed drainage systems and submerged dozens of localities in Imphal East and West. The army has deployed 8 rescue columns to assist the state administration. In one dramatic operation, a private radio team was rescued after being stranded in a waterlogged area. Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh has said that emergency services are on high alert. Public advisories have been issued urging people in low-lying areas to shift to safer locations. The Manipur Disaster Management Authority is reporting rising water levels in the Imphal River and its tributaries, with floodwaters breaching some embankments. More rain is expected in the coming days. Authorities are working around the clock to open relief shelters, restore access and prevent disease outbreaks. Meanwhile, there's a red alert in Sikkim as the Tista River rises. Sikkim has been facing continuous rain just like the rest of the states in the northeast, and that has pushed the Tista River to critical levels. Landslides have been reported from Mangan, Soreng and Gyalshing. Several road links to North Sikkim have been cut off, isolating villages and blocking relief supplies as well. The State Emergency Operations Center is monitoring river levels hourly, and pre-evacuation advisories have been issued in low-lying river bank areas. So far, there are no confirmed casualties, but the threat remains severe. The local administration has opened relief camps and is coordinating with the BRO, or the Border Roads Organization, and the NDRF to ensure access and supply lines remain functional. A key worry is the stability of hydropower projects downstream of the Tista River. Authorities have warned citizens to stay clear of river banks and hilly slopes. Shifting focus away from the rains, India is witnessing a slow but steady uptick in COVID-19 cases, with active infections now reaching the 4,000 mark. COVID cases have risen by 1,300% in 9 days in the country, with 21 deaths in the last 48 hours. According to the Union Health Ministry, 3,783 active cases have been reported across the country. Kerala leading the surge with 1,400 cases, followed by Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat and Karnataka. In the last 24 hours alone, 4 deaths linked to COVID-19 have been reported, one each from Delhi, Kerala, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh. While the numbers are going up, health authorities insist that there's no need to panic. Most infections have been mild and manageable at home, and hospitalization remains very low. The situation is being closely monitored at the central and state levels. States like Karnataka have issued fresh advisories urging the public to stay alert but not anxious. People have been advised to follow basic COVID precautions, especially in crowded places, report flu symptoms early, avoid sending symptomatic children to school, and cooperate with random testing where needed. Citizens are also encouraged to inform health officials about any recent international travel and to use helplines if symptoms worsen. With responsible behavior, timely reporting and basic hygiene, experts believe that this small wave can be contained without any major disruption. Tempers flared at the Bengaluru circle in Bengaluru on Saturday when a minor road incident turned into a public showdown. At around 4:30 p.m., a young woman from another state allegedly hit a city auto driver with her slippers after his auto touched her scooter. The confrontation caught on the auto driver's phone has now gone viral, triggering outrage online. What began as a minor brush on a busy road quickly escalated into a heated argument and physical retaliation. Locals intervened and alerted the police, who have taken both individuals to the Bengaluru police station for questioning. The incident has sparked debate once again over rising tensions between motorists and increasing cases of verbal and physical abuse on Bengaluru's roads, particularly those involving outsiders and local drivers.
तू आपको तकलीफ करेगा, कोई तकलीफ करेगा इधर, तू चप्पल में मार सकता है, सभी कर सकता है। क्या गाली है, क्या गाली है, बोले जी। मारो चलेगा, मारो। वीडियो बनाएगा ना? बना रहे, मारो। हाँ। बना वीडियो, चल बना वीडियो, बना वीडियो, तू आपको तकलीफ करेगा, कोई तकलीफ करेगा इधर, तू चप्पल में मार सकता है, सभी कर सकता है। क्या गाली है, क्या गाली है, बोले जी।
In Maharashtra's Pune city, a speeding car driven by an allegedly intoxicated driver caused chaos on the evening of the 31st of May. The incident took place in the Sadashiv Pet area near Bhave High School at around 5:45 p.m. The driver, identified as 27-year-old Jairam Shivaji Mule from Bibwewadi, rammed his vehicle into a group of students standing near a roadside tea stall. All the victims were reportedly preparing for the MPSC examinations. At least 12 people were injured in the crash, with 4 of them suffering serious fractures and currently admitted at Sancheti Hospital. The others have been taken to Yogesh Hospital for treatment. Police say that the accused was under the influence of alcohol and lost control of the vehicle before plowing into the crowd. He has been taken into custody by the Vishrambagh police. At least 7 people were killed and nearly 70 were injured when a highway bridge collapsed onto railway tracks, derailing an approaching train in Russia's Bryansk region that borders Ukraine. 2 children were among the injured. It has been confirmed by the Russian media that the driver of the train was among those killed. The region's acting governor stated that the bridge was blown up while the Kilmovo-Moscow train was passing through with 388 passengers on board. The derailment took place when the train was heading to Moscow from Kilmovo. Russia's emergency ministry stated that more than 180 personnel have been deployed for the search and rescue operation. What began as a night of celebration in Paris quickly spiraled into chaos as hundreds were arrested following violent clashes with police after French team Paris Saint-Germain's historic Champions League football victory. Paris Saint-Germain, or PSG, lifted the coveted European football trophy for the first time ever, defeating Italian team Inter Milan 5-0 in the final in Munich in Germany. Back home in France, nearly 50,000 fans had gathered at Paris's Parc des Princes stadium to watch the match on the big screens. Thousands more packed the Champs-Élysées, where celebrations soon took a dangerous turn. Amidst the jubilation, flares, fireworks, smashed bus shelters and torched vehicles marked the night. Paris police say nearly 300 people have been arrested, many for possessing fireworks and inciting public disorder. 5,400 police officers had been deployed across the French capital, bracing for celebrations. But video footage circulating online, some of it unverified, showed attempts to loot stores like Chanel and Foot Locker. Riot police fired tear gas and used water cannons to disperse unruly crowds near the Arc de Triomphe. Clashes also broke out on the city's Ring Road, with at least 2 cars set on fire near PSG's home ground. Hamas has sought amendments to the latest U.S. ceasefire proposal for Gaza. However, U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff has called Hamas's response totally unacceptable. As the Gaza war nears 20 months, desperation is growing among Palestinian civilian victims and families of Israeli hostages. This report tells you more.
Hamas said on Saturday it was seeking amendments to a U.S.-backed proposal for a temporary ceasefire with Israel in Gaza. However, in a social media post, U.S. President Donald Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff rejected the Palestinian militant group's response as, quote, totally unacceptable. While Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Saturday that Hamas is continuing its refusal of the proposal, so it will continue its action in Gaza for the return of hostages and defeat of Hamas. The plan includes a 60-day truce and the exchange of 28 of the 58 hostages still held in Gaza for more than 1,200 Palestinian prisoners and detainees, along with the entry of humanitarian aid into the enclave. Hamas said it was willing to release 10 living hostages and hand over the bodies of 18 dead in exchange for Palestinian prisoners in Israeli prisons. But it reiterated demands for an end to the war and withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, conditions Israel has rejected. Israel has demanded the complete disarmament of the group and its dismantling as a military and governing force, along with the return of all 58 remaining hostages. Trump said on Friday he believed a ceasefire agreement was close after the latest proposals, and the White House said on Thursday that Israel had agreed to the terms. Also on Saturday, the Israeli military said it had killed Mohammed Sinwar, Hamas's Gaza chief, on May 13th. Confirming what Netanyahu said earlier this week. Hamas has neither confirmed nor denied his death.